Hey guys, Steven here from RC Evolution, and from the title you can see that I have big plans for my Slash. You guys may have already see some of the few things I've done to this already, or two of the things I've done. Looking at the bumpers in particular. I have chopped the top section of the bumper off in the front and in the rear. Why I did this is because to drop weight. But why would I drop weight for the Slash? I bought it for bashing and messing around. But with the recent release of the Traxxas two-wheel drive LCG chassis, I've decided to take on a challenge I haven't seen anyone do at my local track, or for that fact on YouTube really. I'm going to try I'm going to get my Slash up and going, and I'm going to do my very best to make it beat the competition at my track. Low C's SC10s in particular. I mean, there's a few other brands, but not really competitive with that race. The winners are most of the time SC10s and Low C's. Turnbuckle just the screws out. I was doing a little work on it, trying to find a screw that fit better. So pretty much I came up with those ideas on ProLineRacing.com last night, looking at some of the stuff I could get for this, just to see what I could do to really beef it up. And I clicked on short course section, and I clicked on the Pro 2 just kind of out of curiosity because I hadn't really looked at it too much. And I was looking at all the features, all the parts that they have on it, and I was looking at it, I'm like, oh cool, this is nice, but it's $390. I'm not gonna buy it. And then I went to the Slash two-wheel drive section and clicked on the hop-up parts, and everything that they have on that Pro 2 is an upgrade for the Slash. It pretty much is a Slash. They've just done so many upgrades for the Slash that they're able to build their own car. I mean, so I want to get it up in racing because those Pro 2s look amazing with their aluminum chassis and all, but I am not going to spend $390. I'm trying to do more of a budget version of this. A little bit. I don't want to spend $390 on this two-wheel drive Slash. I can go buy a nice SC10.2 for that, and then put some cheap electronics and be all good, ready to go. So what I've decided to do is obviously get rid of these big buggy wheels. I'm going to be putting normal short course tires in rims. And then the Pro Track suspension kit is definitely going to be an upgrade for this. Just different suspension arms, different shock towers, and different hub carriers. That's what comes in the Pro Track suspension kit. Obviously the Traxxas, this is going to be one of the bigger price or money savers. Is instead of the ProLine aluminum chassis LCG kit for this, which is $125 on ProLine's website, I'm gonna go and cut quite a bit of money off right here and go with the Traxxas LCG kit that just came out. It is a plastic chassis, not aluminum, but it should give me quite a bit of advantage. I mean, the Low C's have the aluminum, or the Low C 22s have the aluminum, but the SC10s don't. And the SC10s seem to be winning just as much as the Low C's at my track in the short course track class. So I figured it can't be too much of an advantage at the moment at my local, at just the level that I'm racing, just sportman class. And so that's going to cut a lot of money off right there because it's $40 instead of $125. And another big one is the Pro 2 comes with the ProLine shocks. Well, those are right around $100 depending where you can find them a little bit cheaper some places, but not much. So say right around $100. And I was looking at shocks. I just went to AMA and typed in big bore shocks, and I found the new Traxxas threaded adjustable big bore shocks for 55 bucks for the entire set of 4. So 55 or 100. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 55. I'm gonna go with the Traxxas big bores on here, the adjustable ones. Just because they, I know they're not gonna probably perform as well, but I figured to give them a try, and I don't want to spend that much money on it. It is just a slash 2-wheel drive. So, and then I'm obviously gonna need a new body because this thing right here is hunk of crap. It's good for bashing, but other than that, it's just gonna be a pretty mantelpiece because of that. That's the only part. That's the only reason I'm gonna save this body. I'm just gonna put it up to the wall hanger, just because it does have my logo on. That's the only reason. So I did chop the bumpers for weight. Kind of looks like a Losi front bumper actually. The front, the rear just kind of looks unique. So tires, shocks, body, chassis, suspension kit. For motor, I'm going to be running this Castle SCT that I have. It's going to be running mod class for now. I'm going to work on my T4 a little. I'm going to be switching this back and forth until I can get a censored setup for my T4. I was originally just going to run this, but it's a good system, don't get me wrong, it's great. It's just, I don't know, I kind of want to get it censored for that. I don't know, I may just, actually, since the short course is a bigger class at my track, I'll probably end up putting this in the T4 after I get a censored setup for this. So I'm obviously gonna I'm not gonna go with the Proline transmission. I'm gonna keep this one, but I'm gonna upgrade it. I'm gonna go with the MIP ball diff, and to lose some more weight, I'm gonna go with the MIP CVDs and dog bones. I'll probably end up going with the Proline steering rack, performance steering rack, or I may go with just the Traxxas aluminum. I don't have experience with either of those, so if you guys do, please give me some info in the comments. Savox servo, just the same 25 BL that I have in my T4. That's just for now. I'll eventually probably go up to the higher, I forget, 1252, I think it is. Savox servo, really high end. I think it's about 80 bucks, but for now I'm just gonna focus. The first thing I'm obviously focusing on is tires, rims, and the LCG chassis. So guys, if you have any ideas of what you want me to do to this RC, anything you want to see done on the channel overall, recommendations on upgrade parts, maybe you guys have some experience racing the Slash, what you like, what you don't like, what I should change. I don't really know too much about the Slash and racing two-wheel drive. I know Brian raced his VXL for a while, but one of the main things I want to do is just because the first time we went to the track, we were obviously new. No one really talks to you that much, and pretty much one of the first things people said, there's every track there's some guys that are just freaking asses, and they just talk crap on your car and stuff. Well, I had my Slash 4x4 VXL. Brian had his Slash 2-wheel drive XL5 at the time. He upgraded to VXL like the second time we went. And my dad showed up with a Rustler, and they pretty much just told us to sell them all and buy Losis, like we had the money for that at the time. I mean, the first time we went, I got a lipo for the first time, and I thought that was amazing, and everyone's just kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, now they're pretty cool about it, but there are some guys that are still kind of, let's just say, rude, I guess. When it comes to cars, I mean, as soon as I get my Associated, some guy's like, oh, you should just sell them by Losi. Well, I kind of like the Associates just because they have such a big following, a lot of info on them, but I pretty much just want to show them all in the short course class that you don't have to have a Losi that you've put $1,000 into. You can have a Slash that you've put about, I don't know, 300, 400 bucks into and freaking mob the crap out of them. And that's pretty much what I want to do. It's more for like bragging rights mostly. Like, oh, all those guys that talk crap, just like, yeah, you just got beat by Slash, so suck it. And that's pretty much what my dad's trying to do with his Slash 4x4. He has a really good setup. I've won beginner class with it a few times. He just doesn't have time to go a lot with work. But with the Friday night series starting up here this Friday on the 3rd, he'll be getting to show off how good he actually is. I haven't really seen him drive too much. We've had a lot of, every time he goes, we seem to have issues with his truck. But guys, thanks for watching. Wish me luck on this build. Can't wait to get started. And like, comment, subscribe. Leave comments on what you think I should do, recommendations, info just about the Slash overall, because I've only had this for about 3 weeks and I've only bashed it, so you know something I don't, something I forgot to mention, what upgrades I should get. I'm not doing RPM anything on this just because of the flexibility. You want some stiff for the corners, helps cornering a lot. But any aluminum upgrades, I'm not sure what to get. Guys, leave a comment down below about that stuff, and subscribe if you haven't. Give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out, guys. It helps get my channel a little more known. Share the video with your friends, or just if you're in a forum, maybe share it in the Traxxas section, this video in particular, or associate any of my other videos. Guys, it just helps me out a lot. Thanks a lot. And wish me luck on this, and